your boy Ducky. Today I am talking about video games. Vitya games, you're watching one right now. It's a bunch of Vitya games. I wanted to talk about a lot of stuff as far as the games that I like, the games that I play, and why I play them. I have crippling anxiety and depression, and I think video games help get me out of that world. What else do I like to play? Well, that's an awful start. So I play Overwatch, Siege. Overwatch is what you're watching now, of course. Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, and also Apex right now. Those are the three games I've been playing a lot lately. I try to stream some of them. I mean, there's other games I'd like to play in solo, just me playing it. Like, I've been trying to get back into single-player campaigns, Ori and the Blind Forest. I've been trying to play Hitman 2 a lot to try to, just get into, time, just time to just kind of chill and play a game. Because that's what I enjoy. I think that's what video games are there for. You're supposed to sit and enjoy them. If you're getting mad, you're missing the point, I guess. Because it's one thing to play a game and enjoy it, but to get infuriated because of the fact that you are, whether you're being spawn killed or whatever, you just, you don't want to get mad at something that you're doing leisurely. And I think that's something I used to do as a kid. And I've been playing video games as a kid for as long as I can remember. And they have definitely changed since then. They're more prevalent in the community and in culture. There's leagues and contests and stuff that it kind of just adds on to the fun part of enjoying that game. I've always been a big firm believer of you should enjoy things that are, you enjoy. It's one of those things where it's just something you should just enjoy because it's not video games in general. It's just enjoy things that you like because it's important to have those hobbies. It's important to get yourself away from a world when you have issues or have problems. I think that's what video games do for me, and I hope they do it for you too, or maybe even do something better, because I think a lot of the times video games have helped me get through a lot of stuff, even when sometimes video games were the problem or video games were correlated with that. And I just enjoy video games a lot, and I think at one point in my life my brother and me played video games a lot. And I remember having a conversation either with my dad or with my brother about how, I'm never going to stop enjoying video games. And they're like, well, you will eventually. And I still don't. I feel like it's a marvel to what we've done as far as creating this thing compared to movies. My point is that I think that video games in general mean a lot to people. It's just like a book or a movie or, a TV show. It's that concept of you grow fond of this thing and you enjoy it, and it just becomes, something you really do enjoy to have around, or have you, kind of take you out of the mindset that you're in, whether it be bad or good, or, it's just like a book or a movie. It just takes you out of that world and puts you into this thing that someone's creating for you to, just be a part of. And I think that's good. I think that's a fun concept to have. And there's people out there who just hate video games, or they're against video game violence and everything. And I don't think I've ever thought of video games as a violent thing, or that I wanted to do harm to people because of it. I think purely out of the fact that I could do whatever I want in a video game is why it's fun. Take the example of Mortal Kombat. I take it as I can rip a guy's spine out, because if I did it in real life, I would have an enormous amount of guilt and just feel just awful that I ripped a guy's spine out because he was trying to fight me to become the champion contest of champions, or whatever the fuck this is called in the Mortal Kombat thing. To the I don't know what it's called. It doesn't matter. Point is that you get my point. I don't find it to be an issue for people. I think people who don't have that correlation with empathy and what you have done to someone, it definitely does take away from who they are, and it kind of, you know, you show if they don't have empathy, then obviously they're having some issues with relating to people. Then yeah, I guess they would find it okay to just rip a guy's spine out. But you know, it just goes back to the, you know, when you do, even when you say you were in Siege or in Overwatch and you do something embarrassing to someone, you take that empathy to be like, oh wow, if that happened to me, I'd just be pissed off. It's that concept of you take that empathy and you relate it to how you feel, and that's, you know, essentially just life in general at that point. I just find it easy to empathize with people, especially with games that I play like Overwatch or Siege or Apex. It's just you get a relatable feeling from it, and from there you get like, you know, oh, I feel awful for what so and so dealt with, or, you know, it's just a lot of the people who, a lot of the characters that you see, it's just like any other video game, you know, or movie, or you know, any book, you know, you relate it back to how you would have felt if you were in that situation. And I think that's the concept of video games at this point. It's another medium where you have control, or at least somewhat control, over it. That being said, I have not finished Last of Us, which I wish to do very soon. My PlayStation has been lying dormant just because I've been just not playing it, and since I moved to the new apartment, I have not really been able to just play socially, I guess. I've been working on a lot of stuff, nothing of it being the YouTube channel, besides these videos, as far as the videos that go out. But, you know, I'm trying to work on getting a steady schedule and a routine out, so that way I can just start working on videos on a daily. A lot of the time has been going to streaming, and of course I have twitch.tv/PookieTheWolf, and you can watch me on there. I have been doing that a lot lately, but I'm going to eventually stop and start just making videos again once I find some routine and regularity to my life. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and as always, just be nice to people and have empathy for them. And that's it. Love y'all. Bye. It's awesome that we have something that is such a following. I mean, me in Pennsylvania, we have an actual team, the Philadelphia Fusion. They're pretty cool.